I feel like since, you were kept really special in NXT, right?
Yeah.
Like they were flying out the ring and all the fans are really wild, right? Like, is it now that Triple H is kind of on the throne, if you like? Has there been like a difference in the switch for you, maybe like working with him closely again, maybe getting back to that? Because it feels like you're gaining more and more steam.
Yeah, I mean, I think the creative team now is really trying to, for one, expand the roster. And then not only that, they're trying to expand the brand. And I think they are trying, because I will say, the one comment that I get a lot is, oh, my kids love watching you. And then, oh, I have friends who don't even watch wrestling and they love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get the specifically.
Everyone, but yeah.
Specifically those two, like I get, oh, my kids love watching you, and like, oh, my friends, they don't even watch wrestling. And obviously, people who watch wrestling and they like me, but so those two that I get a lot. So I think trying to get new fans or young fans or whatever it is, I think, especially with Braun and myself being a team, I think he and I both really have a good reach on specifically those two aspects.
Yeah.
And so maybe they see something in that, or I don't know. I really don't know what the creative process is, but I do know that I am getting that bit of time to get out there and do what I do, which I'm never going to complain about that.
Yeah. But did you feel, though, I guess, from coming from NXT, where you did feel like such a featured, spotlighted player, right? Did you almost feel, when you got to the main roster, sometimes it was a bit start and stop, right? We'd get a lot of you and it would look great.
Well, I think there's a lot more people on
a lot more pieces
Raw
to consider.
and SmackDown as well. And not only there are more pieces to consider, but there's pieces that have been there much longer and already in stories and already have the equity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So coming in basically brand new, even from the indies to NXT, but when you come to Raw or SmackDown, there still is these characters and these stories that you have to fit the new people into.
Yeah.
And then that does take time, because I am still kind of new compared to some of the people who's been here decades.
Yeah.
So I think it all has to do with that, but also, again, it's just different mentalities, and maybe a different creative team has, they want to use different people because just different mentalities have they like different things. They all, you know what I mean? So I really don't know, because my relationship with Triple H or Shawn Michaels or those guys have kind of all still been the same. Like, we still talk about the same things, and we're still cordial, and I think he just has a respect for what I can do.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe he just, with that, wants to show it off more, because again, people like high flying. Like, again, when you go to the circus, I always say the circus, because again, wrestling started in circuses and stuff, but like in the circus, you got the ringmaster who's gonna sit there and talk to you all night. You got the elephants. Yeah. You got the lions. You got the fire makers. You got the clowns. Mm-hmm. You got, you know what I mean? You got all these aspects. But my favorite thing was the trapeze artists. When I went to the circus or anything, I liked watching the trapeze artists.
Yeah,
They're crazy.
Yeah.
So it just depends. Everyone likes different things. And so I think now we're just trying to I think now they're doing a good thing of getting everybody, all the wrestlers on the show as a variety.
Yeah.
Because I think they understand that, especially the now audience, everyone's if you look here, it's a variety of people.
Yeah.
You think all these people like the same style of wrestling? Probably not. You know what I mean? So I think you have that mixing pot of styles and characters. I think is something today that they're trying to focus on, having that mixing pot.
I'm going to see your best of your pot at WrestleMania, man. That's the
WrestleMania is the the do it for sure.
Last couple for me, man. One, I was so excited to see you go with Lesnar, right?
Yeah.
And obviously it ended up being a short one, but I would say some of Brock's best work has been with like AJ, Brian, right? The possibilities were there. At what point did you realise, oh man, it's not going to be quite what you thought it would be?
It's crazy, honestly. Like, probably right before we went out there. I was kind of just told what we were doing, and it's like,
I bet you had a million ideas in your mind, right?
But at the same time, it's like everything is so flowing and changing. Like, obviously you have ideas, but you you know, again, there's still a story that they're trying to tell.
Yeah.
There's still, you know, characters that they're trying to build for other things. And so there's a lot of factors that go into it rather than just the match, you know what I mean? And so I think that's something that people tend to forget about. It's not just about that specific, it's about the future as well.
Yeah.
And so, again, that match not being exactly what I wanted it to be, I still think there is opportunity in the future to get back, whether it's with him or with someone else. I still think there is opportunity for Ricochet to get back there and to make that, whether it's that same match, but make it different and make it mean more because Ricochet's in a different spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there's always opportunity, especially with somebody like me who's capable of anything.
Yes, you are. I know it's WrestleMania weekend. I know I've got to let you go. The final quick one. Hurt Business was a long-running storyline. Was it ever touted that you would actually join up with them?
I think I was originally supposed to. I think originally it was supposed to be like me, Apollo, all the original Hurt Business guys, plus me, plus Apollo.
Being led by MVP, like that's cool.
It was
that
like
would have been
something.
Cool.
But then I think maybe it was honestly like if you had me and Bobby and Shelton and Cedric and Apollo and MVP all in a group,
Who beats that?
It's like who's gonna
Who beats that?
Who beats that? So I honestly think maybe they were like, let's take a couple people and just make it like 4 people. But at first it was supposed to be like a big group. They remember they talking to us about it. But then I think actually the pandemic and stuff happened. And then instead of me being in the Hurt Business, I was just getting beat up by the Hurt Business for like 6 months. But no, but I think there was actually talks for me to be in it for a second.
I would have liked to have seen it, man.
Yeah, it would have been sick. Yeah, it would have been sick.
When Brett realized that, like, okay, when he heard me say enough times, like, hey, what? It's not like I was thrilled to be that dude. You know, what I mean, it isn't like I ever, when I was, 12 years old, 15 years old, I sat at home going, I don't want to just be a pro wrestler. I want to be a pro wrestler, and then when I'm in it, I want everybody in that industry to hate my guts and be the most hated guy in the wrestling business.